So anyway, now we're going to move over to common mistakes to avoid. And so these are things that we just, pet peeves that we have discovered about this client that we have to avoid. And so a great example I can think of was on a project, this one particular client, he hated to see any trash around that construction site. And so our project exec the last thing he would do at the end of every day, he would walk that site to pick up any debris that might be floating around, whether it be trash or felt or whatever, paper from deliveries, anything. And he would police the site at the end of every day. And then in the morning at 6:30 a.m., he would police the site every single day. And the client noticed, like, wow, you're the first construction firm I've ever seen have a site this clean, and you are on it, and I've noticed it. And so that was something about common mistakes to avoid, is just having trash around. So now we're going to move to what we call engineering powerful moments. And so what we're looking for is these opportunities to celebrate things that happen, whether they be moments of elevation or moments of pride or moments of connection. And then we're looking for those things, and we're going to break the script as to how we treat these moments. And so, an example would be, because I always want to give examples, an example would be we were going to have a topping out party. And instead of just doing your normal topping out party, which is ho-hum, boring, and exactly the same as everybody else, we took 2 drones and flew them over the site. And those drones were broadcasting the video that they were shooting to TVs all around the party or the topping out party site. And so people were seeing where the drones were going while they were at the party. And then every now and then a drone would swoop in and get close, and everybody wave, and they could see themselves on. And it just made for a really neat and unique experience. And by the way, they got to see what our drones could do too. So it was a pretty cool way to create a cool experience. Another example I will tell you, it was a groundbreaking one time. And we were going to do the same old boring groundbreaking with the silly little shovels that were painted, and everybody's going to stand there and put the shovel in, flip the dirt over, get the snap pictures, same old thing, nothing unique, nothing great. And then the idea came up is, what if we took those 2 backhoes over there and we put the CEO of this company and another one of his key people in these backhoes? Well, don't worry, safety people, we made sure it was safe. And we got them in there and had someone standing with them to train them. And the groundbreaking was them taking those backhoes and flipping that dirt over. They had a blast, and they just kept doing it and kept doing it. And they were laughing, and at the end they wanted their pictures made, and it was like one of the funnest things because they'd never done that before. And so it made it a unique experience. And so those are the kind of things we're trying to do. So then we go to fill in the gaps. And in the fill in the gaps, this is where things happen on the project that just don't go well. Some of them are proactive. We know there are going to be low points. And then other times there are things that happen that we didn't know, and we have to react. And so I will tell you an example of a proactive one that we did with a client. And so this client is a major corporate client. They have bought a 325,000 square foot office building in a downtown market, and they were going to renovate the whole thing, a entire restack. And then they're going to move all of their headquarter people into this 325,000 square foot office building, renovate it. Well, when the day came and it was going to be move-in day on a Monday morning, the guy who was head of corporate real estate, who went through this whole project, he was nervous and he was dreading this day because he says, I know what's going to happen. There are going to be things that maybe don't work. There's going to be people that are coming in with tons of boxes. It's going to be mass chaos. And I just know there's things that just aren't going to work right. And I'm going to be blamed. And it's going to be a lot of pressure for me. And so we saw this day coming. So as that day approached, maybe about a week ahead of time, we said, hey, Craig, we're going to show up on site with you. We're going to have a team of people it's going to be about 7 or 8 of us. We're going to have our shirts of our colors on so that everybody can recognize who we are. And our whole job that day is going to troubleshoot for you We are yours. If anything goes wrong, we're here. And by the way, when we're not troubleshooting anything, and hopefully there'll be nothing, we are carrying boxes up for your staff, for your people. We're going to make their life as easy as possible. Man, that was a powerful moment for him to know we were there for him. So that's an example of how we fill the gap. So, and then the last thing is how do we measure this client delight with our clients? Because we do want to understand and measure, and so that's another part of this. So, I know I've been rambling. I know this is way too long, but I'm trying to basically pack in about an hour's worth of training in this short period of time that you can watch on your own.